अस्सलामुअलैकुम नाज़रीन, प्रोग्राम अवाम के सवाल के साथ मैं हारिस शहजाद आपको खुशामदीद कहता हूँ। नाज़रीन, आज का जो प्रोग्राम है वो ख़ुसूसी तौर पे मैंने जो चूज़ किया है मर्दों पे चूज़ किया है। हमने पिछले अपने प्रोग्राम में औरतों में ख़वातीन पे हमने बात की, क्योंकि ख़वातीन के मसाइल बहुत थे और हमने उस पर काफ़ी लंबा चौड़ा जो है कि इंटरव्यू हमने किया था एक अपने पास इंटरव्यू में। तो लिहाजा मैंने इस चीज़ को भी फील किया, रियलाइज़ किया कि बीइंग अ मैन मुझे भी लगता है कि मर्द के भी बहुत इश्यूज़ हैं, और क्योंकि ये मेरे दिल से रिलेटेड है तो मैंने भी इस पर काफ़ी जो है इश्यूज़ फेस किए हैं। और मैं समझता हूँ कि जैसे मेरे इश्यूज़ हैं बीइंग अ मैन, इस तरह बहुत से लोग इससे मुतासर हैं और बहुत से जो है लोग इश्यूज़ के साथ अपने आप को फेस कर रहे हैं। जबकि मर्द को एक सोसाइटी में फ़ौक़ियत हासिल है, उसका दर्जा अव्वल है, तो इस वजह से मर्द समझता है कि उसके इस सोसाइटी में इश्यूज़ नहीं हैं और वो इसी वजह से अपने इश्यूज़ छुपाता है और किसी भी फॉरम पे आने से जो है वो घबराता नहीं है, लेकिन आना नहीं पसंद करता है। तो लिहाजा मैं आज इस प्रोग्राम में एक मैंने मेहमान को दावत दी है जिनका इंट्रोडक्शन मैं करवाऊँ तो वो किसी तारीफ़ के मोहताज नहीं, बट फिर भी मैं उनके आपको छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन दे दूँ कि वो पाकिस्तान की एक बहुत लीडिंग टॉप एक्ट्रेस हैं और हाल ही में उनके जो है वो 2-3 मूवीज़ भी आने वाली हैं मार्केट में, और पहले भी उन्होंने काफ़ी पाकिस्तान इंडस्ट्री को जो है बॉलीवुड को काफ़ी मूवीज़ से जो है वो अनाजा है। तो आए आप उनसे बात करते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच मिस सना फॉर गिविंग अस योर प्रीशियस टाइम, इट्स एन ऑनर। एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड अ मैन, तो मैं अब चाहता हूँ कि मुझे जो है सना बताएं कि उनकी नज़र में मैन की क्या हैसियत और मैन क्या है।
Thank you very much for giving me this chance to share my views and my take on it. Well, I guess because I don't believe on genderism and I don't believe on that, dynamics. So I think for me, man is a human first and then men a woman. So any man is first a human. So there's nothing else for me.
I do agree with that.
Great. Okay.
Do you think men are facing issues in Pakistan?
Look, then again we need to come up with that man is human. So of course we all are facing issues. So men itself, I mean, they are facing a lot of problems, but again we never come up with that conversation because we think that men build with a strong gender, and we never come up with that thought that they can be like that or they can face some difficulties as well as women face.
So what matter do you think women are emotional beings and men are not?
These days I saw a lot of men who are really emotional, but again that's just the perception we feel and we portray to the world. Otherwise I guess men also have a heart and feelings and emotions, and which is natural.
That's right.
And that's what actually we need to change the perception, that why people always talk about only women's emotions, why not men's emotions, you see?
Yeah.
So, and even these days things are going to go on a different way. What we actually used to think like that, they're not exactly the same. Every single day we hear something new about men. So I mean, it's normal. Yes, of course.
That's normal.
Yeah.
But your upcoming movie is based on men's, positions and all that. That's Chaudhry something. Mm-hmm. So do you relate that with your position of men, that men's are being supportive of Chaudhry? They have different caste systems. So are the men particularly posted with that thing or not?
I think if you talk about men power and on especially in film industry or show business industry, I think it's not just in Pakistan. It's a century ago, and it's a world perception toward thing that it's a men's world. We always talk about like that. So when it come up with any job, people obviously we need to put on some equality, which is not. We still facing a lot of problem being a woman, and of course men, they have there's some purities for the men. So it is there. It's not for the film industry, but I think it's a century ago a perception of mind. It's a mindset that we give little extra importance to the men.
So to what extent do you think men are rational beings?
They are. I guess there are a lot of different types of men. I am a woman, so being a woman, if I talk, so feminism. If I talk about feminism, people think that women who talk about feminism, they are against a man, but it's not. Feminism means that live your life according to your choice. that is feminism. But these days, what actually we are seeing, and what actually we are looking, and we are, getting जो energy here from the people, which is feminism. They have changed the meaning of feminism. They portraying that, the women who are feminism, they are against men, but which is not actually. So I'm not against women, against men. So I believe in a feminism as well. But again,
So you mean that women in the society, they need freedom over the men or not? Or they want to be under them?
Look, there is a different type of definition of freedom. What kind of freedom they're looking for? What? Again, we need to clarify. We need to speak up for that. That, the mind, freedom, what sort of freedom in your mind?
अच्छा, हमारे मुल्क में आदमी को स्पेसिफिकली एक दर्जा दिया जाता है, अव्वल दर्जा दिया जाता है, तो जिसकी वजह से वो अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स को हाईलाइट नहीं कर पाता, और वो इस I'm not gonna say ego, but उसको एक ये रिफ्लेक्शन होता है कि यार I am something superior than someone, that I have been I'm muscular, I'm someone that who can support everything and I can bear that thing. तो क्या यही वजह है कि मर्द जो है वो अपने प्रॉब्लम्स बताने से इतराते हैं? और कभी आपको being your tenure in your movies and all that, कभी ऐसा फील हुआ कि कभी कुछ हो सकता था, या
I
किसी
guess
ने
being
बात
a public face and being the person who has voice, we should raise a voice for that. That we need to work on a gender equality rather than men or women. And though you were asking me about men, and I mean, what is my view is on that if in terms of strong or power or body power, if you're talking about, it's not about body, it's about mind. So I would love to talk about on a mindset rather than because we are bodily manner women,
Yeah.
but we are human. See, so I mean that's how we should need to clarify this perception that people. You're right that people take it in that way, and people has a lot of ego over it. That okay, listen, क्योंकि ये तो मर्दों का काम है और ये औरतों का काम है, which we always hear normally. But I'm totally against, and I'm not against men, but I'm against on this specific line कि ये तो मर्दों का काम है, ये औरतों का काम है. So one has to change this perception and seriously work for it.
Okay, I want to know about the movie that is upcoming, Chaudhary. So what role you're playing in the movie and what message you're giving the youth and all that?
Through that, okay. Chaudhary film, basically it's based on a biopic. It's on a real incident. That's how which thing clicked me first to sign this movie, and what playing part I am in it. I'm a wife of the main character Chaudhary, and what message I'm delivering over it. That basically it's a real incident, so we are more close to the real story rather than to. But again, if you are asking me the message is that the men who serve their whole life or half of life for the government job, and again whatever happened to him, I mean nobody was, even because he was so influential, again a superpower type of a person, but again when he died, nobody was there to speak a single word for him.
Yeah.
Then again their wife, she stood up and she was there, and she raised a voice for him and something like that. So which is the idea of the story I did like, and I think I should do it, being a when you work a lot of thing and you spend a lot of time in the industry, it's really difficult to choose a script, because you need to see that things which gives you challenge, which gives you strike, which gives you meaning. You see, so it's not something that as an actor I should work. I want to find a reason to it's again like my life.
Is it a political movie or is it just like
it's you can say, but it's not, because it's a story of the person who belonged to political culture and the government service holder person. So something it's very you can say there's few script actually they work on a real incident. So it's something new for them also.
Thank you so much for being part of our program.
Thank you.
And inshallah I'll be looking forward further कि आप इस पे और की बात करें और किसी फोरम पे जाके ख़वातीन को जो है वो एड्रेस करें मर्दों के लिए कि मर्द भी एक जो है फोकस और एक हैसियत रखते हैं और उनके भी इश्यूज हो सकते हैं.
थैंक यू सो मच. मैंने इसलिए जैसे आपको पहले बोला एंड it was amazing show and it was amazing conversation because I never had a conversation like that, and I would definitely project this conversation even further in my interview because it's seriously it's much needed to talk about men also because we always talk about women. So thank you very much.